Hey cats, it's EDDBUD here. Time for another dose of the running news. Welcome back to the channel, people. Thanks for tuning in. It is always appreciated. We're getting tantalizingly close to 30,000 subscribers on the channel. If you haven't done so yet, do help us out by hitting that subscribe button. But also click the bell below for notifications when I roll out those new videos for you. Give this video a thumbs up, like, and also share it with your running buddies. Danke schön. Running news time, let's get to story number one. Are Adidas set to dump Boost? Some leaked images of this very ultra boosty looking shoe, but with a different material in the midsole. It's stamped Light Boost. So does that mean it's got some light strike in there along with the Boost? Maybe it's just a much lighter version of Boost with smaller pellets. Looks more like that crushed and compacted midsoles that we see in the Endorphin series from Saucony and the Float Ride Plus family from Reebok. The outsole seems completely untouched though from the last two iterations of the Ultra Boost model. The upper profile and design pretty much look exactly like the one we've had the last 2 years, so nothing majorly new there. Considering we already have seen a proposed version of the Ultra Boost 23 with standard Boost material a little while back, maybe, just maybe, Adidas are looking to finally get rid of the standard version of Boost that's been around for about 9 years now. Perhaps they're going to knock it on the head and go with this new material. Perhaps they feel the other competitors have just got way better tech now and it's kind of outdated it a little bit, possibly. If you still like using Boost shoes, let me know down in the comments. I know there's lots and lots of you out there. It's probably not the best thing for racing these days, but certainly for training it's a very viable midsole material. Things have changed quite a lot though in the last 9 years, and it looks as if Adidas might be set to switch things up in their ultra sort of Boost-like model. I'll be very keen to find out more about this new Adidas shoe in the next few months. Story 2. If you've looked at your phone or gone onto YouTube or even have a passing interest in athletics over the last few days, you would have seen some of the fantastic performances out in Oregon. The selected marathon shoes of some of those elite athletes are always of interest to shoe heads like me. Runners really like to dig into the information and the data, but there are very few surprises this time round at the marathon distance. The Vaporfly Next Percent 1 and 2 dominated the feet of those elite athletes, 35 of them opting for one of the Vaporfly models, either the more recent version 2 or the older V1. And then less than half of that opting for the Vaporfly version 1. The third most used shoe was the Asics Metaspeed Sky Plus. I think it's the Sky. It doesn't state here whether it's the Edge or Sky, but the Sky certainly seems to be the one that people go for a little bit more. And it's also pretty tough to tell which version is which unless you can get right down on the floor and look as they're running past. There's about 6 people went with the Alphafly version 2, probably because there aren't really very many of them available over in the US right now. Only 8 athletes overall opted for an Adidas shoe. I was quite staggered by that. So percentage wise, that's 40% using the Vaporfly and about 23% using the Alphafly. So that makes 64% of all shoes used by the finishing athletes have a swoosh on them. It's quite staggering really. Nike have still got a real hold over the shoe game when it comes to the marathon. It's almost like 2/3 of people opted to wear a Nike shoe. Or perhaps they're sponsored and they had to wear them. Either way, them's are the results. Some smashing performances and results all round, and it must be mentioned that the winner of the men's marathon was wearing the Adizero Adios Pro 2, and the ladies' third place positioned athlete also was wearing the Alphafly version 2. So the numbers don't dictate everything. Shoe check today are these absolute fire Jordan 1s, complete with these sort of orangey yellow laces. Leather on these is awesome quality. It feels as if it's come off a pair of cowboy boots that have been used for about 70 years. Story 3. It appears German manufacturer PUMA have suggested Brooks have used one of their trademarks within some advertising. So PUMA, it appears, owns the trademark for nitro, or at least nitro to be used with shoes perhaps, and they've suggested that some advertising that Brooks did back in November of last year actually utilised that nitro term. I think there was a hashtag that said run on nitro, and also a slogan that said nitro infuse your running. There's no out of court settlements here. Brooks sort of turn that one down. I think it's Puma's common law trademark here, but it looks as if it's going to go to court now. There's no settlements or anything. Skechers have also been at Brooks for using a number 5 on one model of their shoes, which they suggest looks like the S logo that Skechers have. Let's hope they can all shake hands and come to some sort of amicable agreement and get on to doing what all of these companies do best, which is making running shoes. Puma seem to really mean business over the last couple of years in terms of their running models. It does seem like quite an aggressive move here, though I find it hard to believe that nobody has seen those nitro shoes that they've got and that somebody wouldn't have checked that that isn't some sort of common law trademark. Story 4, and then I can go and leap into a bath of ice. Slides or sandals seem to be the in thing right now. I see lots of locals around here wearing them with socks. That's not something that I'm going to do anytime soon. You see loads of people with Yeezy slides, and there's like an ADIDAS version of that now as well. Asics are in on the act now though with a brand new sandal. It's super breathable and aimed at recovery. This is the new ACTIBREEZE 3D model. So it's got this 3D structure there, which hopefully won't take in too much debris and dust and dirt. It's got quite a wider base there and is built for stability. Certainly I can concur with the Asics views that recovery and rest are one of the most important aspects for some of us, and we do get that wrong all the time. By the looks of it, the structure of the shoe will sort of mould around your foot a little bit and provide a nice flexible and comfortable underfoot sensation. I think these are supposed to launch quite soon. I think they're going to be about $80. I did have a quick look on the Asics website over in the US, but they're not available yet. It just says coming soon. I'd suggest not eating any crisps or nachos over the top of these sandals though. You don't want to get any of your food lodged into the shoe. I guess you could rinse them out though, couldn't you, in the shower or something? That could work. It does appear though there's a lot of nooks and crannies for sort of dirt and dust to hide away in. I'd be keen to test these out, so maybe Asics will send me a pair and I'll wander around in them with some socks on. There we go. I'm sure you all want to see that. My wife certainly won't. That's all the running news for this week. If you've spotted a story that you think I should put in for next week's episode, let me know down in the comments. Or you can email me as well on the email in the description. Musical interlude for you. I've been listening to the fantastic band EDDBUD Deluxe. If you've not encountered them before, I do believe they were from the UK. We're talking proper high energy rock and roll stuff here. It's right up my street. I think one of their most famous tracks was the one called Coast to Coast. I remember hearing that, seeing them perform it in like a pub or something on some video, and it instantly grabbed me. I thought, yeah, it's a band I can get into. I understand where they're going here. Lots of high energy drumming, bass playing and guitar playing, which is exactly what you need when you're doing some speed sessions out there. Rock and roll for every boy and girl is another winner as well. There's some big sort of chord hits there. It sounds a little bit like The Who, I suppose. Too Hot to Handle's another great track. It's got a load of attitude to it, this music. I think you'll really enjoy it. Go and check out some music by EDDBUD Deluxe. Thanks for tuning in, people. It is always appreciated. If you're yet to do so, hit that subscribe button and click the bell below for notifications when we launch the new videos. Give this video a thumbs up, like, and also share it with your running buddies. My name's EDDBUD, and I'll be seeing you